shooters, loaders, and casters, welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night Live stream. CW snuck in while the music was playing. Good to see you, brother. Hope all y'all guys out there had a great week. CW, how was your week?
Oh, it's so good I can't even proclaim what happened. Weather's been really good. Aside from today, we had a lot of sleet and snow, no accumulation, but just a nasty, nasty cold day. Hovered right at freezing. Other than that, had a really good time. Really good time. Got to the range, made some videos. Got that 45 Colt. So, all good.
All right.
Bama.
Hey.
You're looking better.
Well, healing up slow, but getting there. Just getting there. Hadn't done nothing but try to get well all week. So I don't have a whole lot of news.
Nothing. Well, I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. Rebel.
I appreciate it.
How did you do? What was your week like?
Well, week was pretty good. We were busy at the shop for at least 3 days so far. Tuesday was a little slow, and working on a young man's shotgun, camouflaging it for turkey season. He didn't have a lot of money. I said, how much you got? He told me. I said, that'll do. It was about a third of what I usually charge. And I'm doing him a good job here. It's getting ready to go to clear coat here. I just epoxied his sight on. He had a little screw where the bead went in, and the screw was broke. I turned it one time with a screwdriver, and the whole sight came off. I said, well, that'll come off. That'll come off with the first shot. So I took some JB Clear and got it on. It'll be ready to go tomorrow, and I'll clear coat it. And, but everything's been going good. Hadn't done much shooting this week. Me and Trent have talked. Trent is really getting into bench rest big time. He's bought some expensive tools. He's going down the rabbit friggin' hole. And just a quick thing on East Coast weather. VAO is always giving us West Coast weather. So CW had sleet and snow, and we broke a record today at 80 degrees. So,
whoa.
Yeah. This is what I wore to work. I mean, and then Monday, it's going to be a low of 26 and high of 42. So welcome to the East Coast. The Atlantic's a mean thing.
Yeah, we had 82 yesterday and 72 today.
Yeah, it's warm.
And it was breezy. It was 70 when we woke up this morning, but it was raining. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Same here. Six.
How about you,
what you got?
Hey, it was a pretty good week for me. I got a lot done, I think. We got she got some bullets that she had won. And then we got a coupon for some more. Got those in this week. And I made test rounds for both of them. So we're going to test those out tomorrow. Got my shotgun press put together. Got some test loads for that tomorrow too. So we got some bit done. Got some other stuff done in the reloading room too. So we had a good week. How about you, Lucky?
I've had a pretty good week. It's an unusual week. My wife had surgery Tuesday. She had to have her gallbladder removed. So,
whoa. Prayers, man. Sorry to hear that.
We've got through it. She didn't really have any complications with her gallbladder. She just had some blood work done, and her bilirubin level was high, and that caused them to go looking and found out she was full of gallstones. But she had never had a sign or a symptom. So, but they got it out there. Everything went well. She's just on the mend, and had a great week. Had some of that warm weather that Rebel and Jamie's having, but it's still too windy to get out and shoot for accuracy with the 22 rifle. So I've been shooting BB guns and pellet guns in the house. Viego.
Well, we had a pretty decent week here. It rained all week here, so I didn't get out to get any shooting done. Um, even though there would be a shower and it'd quit in the shower and quit, the range where I've been shooting is a muddy mess right now, and really high winds, 40-mile-an-hour winds up there. It's up on a ridge top, so it gets pretty windy with these storms that come through. So I got a bunch of videos going. I'm going to be gone all next week, so I got my videos done for the next couple of weeks, and so that was good. Went out today to load some 40 Smith & Wesson. Thought I was going to shoot some 40 Smith & Wesson when I got back from my trip next week. And I thought I had a whole bunch of stuff loaded up. I didn't have any loaded up, so now I'll just go out to the cast bullet shelf and grab my favorite 40 Smith & Wesson bullet. And that cupboard was barren too. And I thought, oh man, I got nothing for 40 Smith & Wesson. Then I found a jug of extreme plated bullets. So I loaded some of those up. So I'll have some pretty short week to shoot when I get back. But I got to get to Castle when I get back, man. My favorite 40 Smith & Wesson bullet is that Lee 145 TC, man. That thing's a shoot with 6.4 grains of power pistol. It's a straight arrow. Anyway, so yeah, good week here. And spent some time with the lady friends, and just pretty easy week being indoors most of the time, but that's fine once in a while. So how about you up there, Jamie? What's been happening your way? Things smoothing out at all for you?
Yeah, son.
Good.
Still ain't got wife in a vehicle yet, and yeah, so I feel your pain there, Chad. It's pretty bad when your wife has to have surgery.
Yeah, but she's been a trooper.
Good to see you back on the channel, man. Missing you.
Yeah. Sorry, get busy sometimes. Just been some odd, unusual winter schedule stuff going on. Got to work when you can because the weather sometimes prevents it. So.
Well, thank you guys for being with us on the panel. All you guys over on the side chat, thank y'all for being here. We got some famous folks over there, and all of you are famous to us, so that's a good thing. We appreciate y'all. I say all the time, without y'all, this would just be a Google Meets. But the popular thing nowadays is you go to these meetings. We have department meetings. We have one next week and next Friday, just so we can all sit in the same room and look at each other and remember that we all are real. And then we'll go through and everybody will gripe about something anyway. One in particular meeting that we've got scheduled next week is a safety talk about our central office there. I'm like, dude, just send us an email.
Yeah.
So meetings, most meetings could be, just could have been an email. Yeah. So
you feel like your soul's being sucked out. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Good to see you, Lever Guns 50. There's Crash Rack and Shoot. We're gonna call the side chat out at the bottom of the hour. If y'all will remind me, last week we blew right through that. Tonight we're gonna talk about the 45 Colt or the 45 Long Colt, whichever you prefer. Both are acceptable to us. So I'm going to read y'all a little bit of history, and this is just off Wikipedia. Says that the 45 Colt, often called the 45 Long Colt, is a rimmed straight wall centerfire handgun cartridge dating to 1872. It was originally a black powder revolver round developed by the Colt Single Action Army developed for the Colt single-action Army revolver. This cartridge was adopted by the U.S. Army in 1873 and served as an official U.S. military handgun cartridge for 19 years before being replaced by the .38 Long Colt in 1892. Well, we all know how that worked out, didn't we? Although there has never been a .45 short Colt cartridge, the .45 Colt is frequently called the .45 Long Colt to better distinguish it from its shorter and less powerful .45 Schofield cartridge, which was also in use about the same time as the .45 Colt and able to be used in revolvers chambered in the more powerful Colt ground. 45 Colt was a joint development between Colt's Patent Firearms Manufacturing Company, known as Colt's Manufacturing Company of Hartford, Connecticut, up there where Ricky Baird and CW live, and the Union Metallic Cartridge Company of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Colt began work on the revolver in 1871 and submitted a sample to the U.S. Army in late 1872. The revolver was accepted for purchase in 1873. The cartridge is an inside lubricated type. The rebated heel type bullet design of its predecessor, the 44 Colt, was eliminated since it was an outside lubricated type which would pick up dirt and grit during handling. The 45 Colt replaced the 50 caliber model 1871 Remington single shot pistol, and various cap and ball revolvers converted to take metallic cartridges in use at the time. While the Colt remained popular, the Smith & Wesson model 1875 Army Schofield revolver was approved as an alternate, which created a logistical problem for the Army. Smith & Wesson revolver used the 45 Schofield, a shorter cartridge which would also work in the Colt. However, the Army's Smith & Wesson Schofield revolvers could not chamber the longer 45 Colt. So in 1874, Frankfurt Arsenal, then almost exclusive supplier of small arm ammunition to the U.S. Army, dropped production of the 45 Colt cartridge in favor of the Schofield cartridge. This resolved the Army's ammunition logistics problem, but there was still plenty of the longer Colt length cartridges in circulation once production ceased. The Benet primed 45 revolver cartridges were subsequently replaced by the model of 1882 ball cartridge for caliber 45 revolver, which used an external box primer and could be reloaded at the unit level. The 45 caliber M1882 cartridge would be officially replaced by the 38 Long Colt in 1892, but would remain in production until 1896. In 1901-1902, it would once again be loaded by Frankfurt Arsenal for use in the Philippine-American War. 45 Colt remains popular with renewed interest in cowboy action shooting. Additionally, the round has seen resurgence as a
Bless
you.
Additionally, the round has seen a resurgence as cartridge and handgun hunting and metallic silhouette shooting competitions beginning in the 1950s with the introduction of stronger, heavier framed handguns. The cartridge's popularity has also increased with the increased marketing of handguns that can also fire the 410 bore shot shell, such as the Taurus Judge and the Smith & Wesson Governor, though first seen decades earlier in the Mill Thunder 5. While the 45 ACP uses a 0.51 inches in diameter for jacketed bullets, and 4.52 for lead bullets. The 45 Colt still uses 4.52 inch diameter jacketed bullets and a 4.54 diameter lead bullets, often adding to the confusion between the two cartridges with similar names as the 45 ACP and the model 1911 pistols will often be called 45 Colt in common usage, leading many to call the 45 Colt the 45 Long Colt, similar to how other Colt revolver cartridges were named. The 45 Colt became the basis for other rounds, such as the 454 Casull, and in turn the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. So yeah,
There was another interim cartridge in there too, the M1887. It was also made by the Franklin Arsenal, and it was had the short length of the Schofield and the narrower rim, but it was only issued to the military, and I don't think that one lasted very long either. And the idea was, well, that cartridge could be shot in the single action Army Colts or the Smith & Wesson Schofield M3. And I don't know what, I never followed that particular path very far. I don't know what happened with that cartridge, but it seems like it didn't do very well.
They also played with loadings. They went the 40 grains and the 30 grains and the yeah. So there's a lot of reasons to understand the short moniker or the long moniker out there. And it's so long ago, and so many of the cartridges that were involved with that are defunct twice over. You know, you just
right.
Short.
And you can imagine if you were in the infantry at that time, and you know, when both the Schofield and the
and cartridges
45 Colt were being there, and you know, Army being what it was, and what it probably still is. You know, if you were the guy who was supposed to be handing out the ammo, and you handed out, 45 Colt stuff to the guys who were shooting the Schofields, they couldn't do it. And if you handed the Schofields to the guys with the 45 Colts, some of those revolvers, the rims are so wide on the Schofields that you could only get 3 of them in there. You could still shoot it, but you only had a 3-shooter. That was, the whole thing was kind of a boondoggle, really. I mean, I still like the Schofield load myself, and it has its own place in history. But that whole thing, you can imagine those guys. Well, which Colts did we get? We get the short ones or the long ones? Well, we got the long Colts. And I can envision that as kind of being
it's really easy to see if once you understand all the differences that there were at the time. Today, all we know about today is the 45 Auto and the 45 Colt, and then somebody will speak up and say, "Oh yeah, the Schofield, the Schofield." But there was other ones.
Yeah.
And then like we say, differences within those other ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really kind of an interesting period in cartridge development. The 1870s.
And it was in its infancy. It was brand new.
Oh yeah.
Metallic cartridges were brand new.
And it ran Ronald up to the turn of the century, really, before World War I. The Lyman 48. I think it's got a note in there that 7.5 grains of unique and a 250 grain bullet duplicates the original black powder loading. And that is still my go-to load for a little hotter 45 Colt. Yeah, you can make them hotter, but there's no need to. That's a handful of 7.5 grains. You're not gonna do that cowboy action stuff quick with that load. You appreciate that plow grip handle because it rolls back in your hand, and that's why they made it that way.
Yeah, and the whole deal about the 45 Colt, I think it was it Paul back up a few inches back up in the chat, said he'd been thinking about getting a 45 Colt. And I said, just do it, man. It's such a great cartridge for a hand loader in particular.
Yeah, especially if you hand load. Yeah.
You can do so much of it, and I've shown you guys a couple of wad cutters, and CW up there was shooting one of the big wad cutters out of his contender barrel today. And you can go all the way down to, really lightweight bullets and all the way up to 300 grainers or plus, and just tons of opportunities. Yep. Look at that dude.
370. 370.
Yeah. You're not putting that in a revolver.
No, you wouldn't put that in a revolver.
No, it's going to stick out the end of the cylinder.
Although it would probably fit in a Blackhawk.
You think?
Right.
I have a 300 grain that's long like that.
Yeah.
This is a rifle bullet.
Yeah,
But,
I know.
It's almost that long. It's called a Ruger only bullet because of the long Ruger cylinder.
I love that knee plat on that thing.
Yeah. It's a good.
And basically, I'll say our more standard loadings of a 255 grain bullet out of a 45 Colt, the pressures are not real high in them. If you load to
13 and a half or 14,000 cup is what a 45 Colt is.
So they're pretty easy on like a Ruger Blackhawk, or a Vaquero or something like that.
Yeah,
you're not
even the hot
tear your
loads are
gun
like
up at all.
2021. That's a hot load. That's a Ruger level load, 20 or 21,000 cup. And that load duplicates many medium 44 Magnum at 35 or 37,000 cup.
Yeah.
And a factory load, this is a Winchester defense load, and I only carry factory for concealed carry, but that's a 250 grain hollow point, and that is a flying ashtray, folks.
Looks like it.
Yep.
All right. I was watching a video today doing research for our topic tonight. And they said when this one guy, I can't even remember who it was, said that when I think it was UMC first started making 45 Colt for the civilian market with smokeless powder, that they used 7 or 9 grains, I can't remember exactly which, of DuPont #2. Who on the panel or who out there in the side chat can tell me what DuPont #2 is? I bet Walks Fletcher knows.
There's probably only three of us on that panel that know that it ain't me.
I know what #2 is, but I don't know what DuPont #2 is.
That leaves it down to 2, and one's over.
There was a number. There was a number of #2s as well, not counting the current double current accurate arms #2. It was high vel.
Must have been before this can, or after this can. This is the oldest can I got of DuPont powder. It just says gunpowder.
Is that all it says?
Gunpowder. I ain't got my glasses on, Bubba.
Probably say 2 or 3F on it.
It's 3F.
3F.
I can't get the lid off. I'm not going to destroy the can and get the lid off.
I don't blame you.
Almost bought one of those, but I found out it was fake.
Really?
Yep.
This come out of an old guy's reloading collection.
Yeah.
Along with stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of that stuff.
And that's unopened. I bet it's still good.
Probably is. I got some 4831 in cans like that that's still good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, anyway, what's DuPont number 2?
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah,
That's an old powder.
I think Bullseye and Unique have been around since black powder.
The dawn of time.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago that
Pretty
all of those
dependable
manuals
powders.
out there
Yeah.
just showed Unique for the 45 Colt. It
Yep.
only is. I don't. It's probably the 60s, but it's definitely the 50s and before.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of old manuals that I've flipped open and naturally go to 45 Colt, and it's just got one or two loads there for a couple of different bullets, and it's all unique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Hillbilly, how was your week?
Hey, fellers. Oh, man. Sorry I'm so late. I running just a few minutes late, like at 7:02. Got my computer. Had to restart the whole computer. And then it wiped out my history and all my tabs. So I had to go back in and sign in to all my YouTube, all that stuff, my StreamYard. And so sorry about that. I was listening to you guys on the phone, though. Good week, I reckon. It's been windier than heck here. But other than that, it's been a pretty good week.
Good. Glad you could make it, man. We're talking about 45 Colt tonight. Do you have a 45 Colt?
I don't have 45 Colt, but I've shot them mainly through the 460 and Smith & Wesson. Yeah, I like that round real well.
Walks Fletcher says Unique equal 1902. That's amazing to me.
Paul
He might have been the
Paul
first
Loud.
person to use it.
Paul Loud said unique equals flaming dirt.
Flaming dirt, huh?
Yeah,
It's the bottom of the hour, Jamie, if you won't call them out.
it is. Can y'all type in 45 or 45 Colt? We'll call your name out on TV.
Let's do it.
Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies is in there with 45. He's on the panel and in the side chat. And we're glad to have, and they're gone. Hold on a minute. Let's see. 6-shooter Texan was in there even before Kentucky Rimfire. So there you go.
Hillbilly, I can't
CW.
believe you typed that.
CW was in there next. He's on the panel in the side chat. Crash, Rack, and Shoot. Bama Dad's on the panel as well. Mike Hester, the Rebel, is also on the panel in the side chat. Glenn Davis is out there. My brother, Ricky Baird's out there. Papa's Place. Kentucky Rimfire, Justin. Harmungus. Good to see you. Hillbilly up. Tacos and French fries. We're hungry again now. All Loud. Tread ZX. Tread, I sent you an email. Did you get it? Bama Dad or Colt. Yeah, I get it, bud. Rich B is out there. The real Uncle Bob. What's going on, Uncle Bob? Ron 2A Matters. Bobby Barlow. Our friend, Mr. Leverguns 50. James Pollard. Mr. Pollard's out there. Good to see you, brother. Edward Petty is out there. I bet he's got some pictures of some 45 Colt revolvers he wouldn't mind us showing. If y'all do, y'all can send them to jh586sw@gmail.com and we'll try to get them on TV for you. Red Raider Reloading. Oh, one guy, Tim S. Abigail Finnegan, what's going on? No, that's not right. Walt Fletcher. David Alfonso. I can't say your last name, buddy. David. Let's say David A. Good
She
to have
likes it, but she's not in love with it.
and welcome.
Take a couple.
Boomstick Mark V. Thorax is out there. Says Bullseye was invented for use in the 45 ACP. I did not know that. The real Uncle Bob again. Good deal, Tread. All right. I think we're up to date. Good deal, man. Edward Petty's got a video about his 45 Colt revolvers.
Roger says he was not around when Unique was invented, but Walter probably was.
Paul Loud got a good one. I waited for Unique to be out over 100 years before I'd trust it for reloading.
It remains one of my favorite powders, especially for 45 Colt. It's just like, peanut butter and jelly. It's 45 Colt and Unique.
Yeah, it's just meant to be.
Yeah, it sure is.
I think it was like the third powder I ever bought.
I love the smell of it. I know it's dirty, but I love the smell of it.
Unique, I've used. Bullseye, I've never used Bullseye, and I need to fix that.
I got a brand new can that I haven't opened yet.
Many, many pounds of it.
I'm going to try to get some.
What do they
of it.
say? Tight group is less position sensitive. Don't they say
Yeah.
CW? That would be a good powder for 45 Colt.
Yeah, it blows up. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of videos out there using it in place of even powders like Trail Boss
Really? Okay.
Yeah. because it's insensitive.
Yeah.
Little bitty splash of it, doesn't matter where it is in the case, it works.
Well, we're using for cast. I am anyway. A couple other people, and they switched over to that because they couldn't get red dot.
Red Dot. Red Dot's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back now.
Finally. Yeah, I like Red Dot too.
here we go. Count us down.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
On 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Mario!
West Coast weirdo.
Yeah.
The battle beam.
His own self is here. Hiya, Mario.
Hey, Mario, thanks for being here, bud. Yeah, man, y'all want to see some pictures? Let's see if we got any emails yet. No emails yet. Do I need to put my email in a comment? I think most of y'all know it by now. There's Ozzy. Yeah, let me put my email in
I'm looking for another picture to shoot you, but I've got 5,288 pictures.
Yeah, let me do this and stop it. Can I pin that? No, I can't pin that because I don't have the right credentials. I know y'all think I'd have the right credentials, wouldn't you? Yeah, there you go, Tread. Thank you. So send me pictures of your 45 Colts. And they ain't got to be revolvers. 45 Colt revolver, 45 Colts, Long Colts.
don't send no pictures of judges.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the wrong one, Hillbilly.
Oh,
Let me get rid of that one.
here I will. There we go. I just copy and pasted, and then
Yeah, that's my personal. That's not for YouTube stuff. That's the one all my bills come in on. I try to keep it cleaned up a little bit.
that's the one that's linked to his OnlyFans. Sorry about that.
I don't know about what that. I don't even know what that means.
That's a good thing.
The SW one is when you want them to, James? JH586SW
Yes,
at Gmail?
at Gmail.
Okay.
Here we go. There's something from Walter. Oh man, I see one I'm in love with already, Walter. Dang your time. Actually, I'm gonna be in love with more than one of these.
I have more, but that's the only ones I had photos of handy.
Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay. Let's do this as fair as we can here. Well, I can't find it. Now let's try it again. We're experiencing technical difficulties with the network. I like that one.
Oh yeah. Aces and eights, man. The dead man's
Eights.
hand right there.
Eight's full of aces.
It's because
And
I didn't.
I like the brand name of the card, the deck of cards too. Mavericks. That's a pretty gun. That's good wood on those scales.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
That's Rebels, by the way. Y'all need to claim your stuff when you see it.
That's mine.
yeah, I'll claim it down. Yeah, just go ahead and drop it right down over in here.
Y'all do whatever you want to do.
That's a beautiful one too. Notice the difference right off that Schofield handle. I'm at that Bisley handle.
The Bisley handle, yeah. I like that Bisley frame better than the Blackhawk frame. Fits my hand better. And the kind of the extended frame, the trigger guard didn't bite my fingers as bad as the Blackhawks do. And it is nice gun.
Yeah. But it is a Ruger Blackhawk. No, that's a Vaquero.
That's the Ruger Vaquero Bisley in 45 Colt 5.5 inch.
Okay. Let me stop this and go download the rest of those pictures.
I like the grips on that Bisley too. Those were stock grips that came with that Bisley revolver from Ruger.
This is the one that I think I'm lusting in my heart after.
That's the Model 25, Smith & Wesson Model 25. Another good shooter. That one's pretty new. That's like a Dash 15 or something. I think it is a Dash 15. But that's the one. Those grips are the ones that Jamie sent me that I refinished. If you guys remember that,
Yep.
that process. And look at those grips. You know, we got rid of that shiny Smith & Wesson finish and did an oil finish on it, covered with, and waxed them up. Man, that's my favorite set of grips.
They turned out well, and I knew it wouldn't take much, but they had that Smith and Wesson shellac on them that just, and it was flaking off. Is the reason he had to do that, y'all.
Yeah, shellac on it was bad, so we redid them and came out good.
I tried twice, Jamie, but I don't know if it's going to go through.
You sent it on my phone? Is that what I heard buzzing over here?
No, I didn't. I sent it to the email. I could send it to the phone, but I sent it to the email.
IWS Bull sent me a text telling me to tell y'all, hey, that he's sorry he can't be here tonight.
So you said you don't have one of these, Chad? Yet? No 45 yet?
Muted.
I got black powder revolvers, Army and Navy.
Wow, Edward Petty. Let me see if I can.
I'm sure my buddy Justin over there's got something I can shoot though. I just got to tell him.
I don't have a 45 Colt either.
I don't either.
Who don't?
I don't.
I don't.
Six said he didn't have one either.
Oh, man, that's pretty, Edward. Let me see if I can get that picture up here. Here we go. I got a bunch of them over here. Y'all gonna keep me hopping, ain't you?
Yeah.
I still got to show. I got to show the rest of. Walter's got two more. Hold on a minute. If I can find them.
I sent you one more, Jamie.
We ain't seen the Schofield yet, have we?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna get me in trouble, Walter.
That's the Blackhawk there with those Arizona grips on them. that Arizona Gun Grips Magnatusk stuff that he makes.
Yeah.
That yellow tint though, man, that's so John Wayne.
He calls those grips as John Wayne grips with those finger grooves there.
Yeah.
They're only on the left side. You can,
only
if
the
you're
fingertips.
left, you can put them on the other side if you want. But they work really well for me.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah. That guy, it's got some nice grips.
All right. Oh my goodness.
That Ruger Blackhawk 45 Colt's a workhorse too.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it'll take just about anything you can throw at it. And that long 7.5 inch barrel, really accurate shooter. You know, the nut behind the wheel can shoot. But yeah, that's the that's the Uberti by Cimarron Uberti Model 3. They call it it's the Schofield model. It has the adaptations that Schofield had done to the Model 3, but it's still chambered in 45 Colt.
That's nice.
Yeah, and that's another set of Arizona gun grips on there.
I like those.
That's a fun revolver to shoot. Fun to take to the range. Most folks have never seen it, you know, and you do that break top action to dump the cartridges out, and they look at that and they go, "What in the world? Did you just blow your gun up or what?" Yeah. I know it. My biggest beef with that is that front sight's about as thick as a piece of paper. It's kind of hard to see that front sight. Still fun gun to go shoot.
Well, a lot of cavalry guys liked them. You know, you could take that thing and break it over your knee on a horse, and
that was the whole thing, because you could hold that barrel with the same hand as your reins and control the horse. You know, you break that barrel over your leg, put it up, grab it here, and then you could just, you know, load 2 at a time really quick. And, you know, you get rid of all 6 and load all 6 back way faster than you could with the single action Army.
I know it'd be a $1,500 pistol, but if somebody would recreate the Lamat in 45 Colt with a 20 gauge barrel underneath it, that would be freaking awesome.
I think they do. I think Pieta or Uberti does.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my!
I don't know if it's in 45 or not. They do a limited run on them, I think.
How do you load the shotgun? Do you have to black powder load it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. My buddy who's coming over from Italy next week asked me to get some parts for Lamat, which I did. Some nipples and stuff. So he must have one. I'll ask him. Find out. Ooh.
I've got a non-firing replica, but
all right, these are from Lever Guns 50.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
pretty.
Yeah.
Both of those revolvers look to be Bisley frames. Obviously, the Schofield.
The middle one is. The top one isn't.
Right. Middle one's
Middle
Bisley,
one's a
top
Bisley.
one's not.
I think the top
Top
one
is cool.
is. It's just, you sure?
No, frame's different.
It's not. It's
Okay.
a well frame.
All right. It's just the angle is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then they got the Schofield there too. And the lever action is a heavy barrel with
That's the Rocky.
all right.
Very nice.
Okay. I didn't think this would happen, but we are getting overwhelmed here.
Well, pick a cartridge that's so popular,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's got them.
45 Colt. It's a
It's
good
an iconic gun for historical reasons, as well as for just trigger time at the range. They're just fun. And if you guys haven't seen the video that CW put up today, he got that new barrel for his contender, and he had a couple of good loads that went through that through that on that range session.
I couldn't believe how
Yeah.
accurate a couple of those were.
Oh man, he had, you know, like that, and a couple of
Yeah.
of touch-ins out at 50 yards out there with that
Yeah.
thing. You know,
50
going on.
yards,
Good
yeah.
grief.
I was
And a
telling
brand new-
them earlier that I was looking for a Vaquero, but in 357. When you go to like gun shows or even to the most gun stores, you walk in there, there's a Vaquero in there. It's in 45. They're everywhere.
Ain't that shiny?
Mm-hmm.
Shiny
Nice.
like a hiney, that one.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that pretty? That's a Vaquero. That belongs to Edward Petty, I believe.
Nice.
I like the stainless and white grips.
Yeah, they do look nice.
You got to wear a white hat with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and black leather.
Mhm.
Okay, there you go. That explains it. The top one has the grip frame of the 1860 Colt.
Okay.
So it's kind of a hybrid kind of thing. Yeah, pretty cool, guys.
Hello. Hey, bud.
All right, now let me see if I can. Here's another one of Edwards. Some of these are 22s, but still. Oh, I see one I love. No, who we kidding? I love them all.
I have another Ruger Blackhawk 4 5/8 version, and that thing is terrible. I don't like that gun. The cylinder throats are like 4.55.
That one is a Colt.
Oh man,
See the horse?
whose are those?
These are Edward Petty's.
Oh, Ed, look at you.
I think this one over here on the right, I think that's the one we saw in the.
Mhm.
One of these two are the one. Look, a matching set
Oh,
of those
Lord.
things.
that's gun porn.
There's a
And this one right here, the short barrel with the
Mhm.
John Wayne yellowish grips on there, color case hardened. That's
that one under it's a rimfire. That one's a Colt rimfire.
makes you drool. Makes you drool.
Yep.
Yep. Shoot,
These
boy.
down here are a matching set as well. I can't tell what they are. Just blow them up a little bit. Well, it goes off the screen then. I can't tell exactly what they are. It's a Colt. Yeah, that's a Colt. Those are Colts. I believe they're 22s.
They're sure nice.
All of them are. That's a beautiful set right there, Edward. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
They're all Colts, but the Vaquero.
Are they? Look
what
to
he
be.
said. That's what he said there.
Okay. There you go. Okay, now let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. man, that's beautiful too.
I cheated, Jamie. If my email doesn't come through, I sent you on a text.
Ed says they're Colt Frontier Scouts.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
All right, what is that, CW?
That one is a Army of San Marco, which is a Pieta, I think. Pieta wall.
Army San Marcos.
It's an Army of San Marcos. Yeah.
That's, yeah, that company is not in business no more.
The case coloring is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really nicely colored. And the grips are pretty nice too.
Oh yeah.
They are. I think we got another view of it. If I can find it. All right, this one's more of the, see more of the whole gun here. Y'all gonna have to keep up with the side chat because I'm lost in work here. That same gun?
No, that's a different gun. That's a bird's head. That's a U-Birdie. I forget what it's called.
It's not a Lightning, is it?
No. I don't know. Not a Thunder either. It's got a name though. 4-inch 45 Colt bird's head.
That was a good look.
Cool looking revolver.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not pleasant to shoot though. With the really light loads, it's not bad, but it looks better than it shoots. I mean, it shoots okay, but it's not fun to shoot. Cattleman? No, it's not a Cattleman. There is Cattleman in the picture there.
Here's something a little different we ain't seen yet.
It's a couple 1875s. Yeah, that's my contender, 10-inch 45 Colt.
Record of the band plays the blues. Anyway, guess you had to be there. All right, what else we got? Here we go.
I sent you a couple Remingtons.
Dang it, Ozzy. Show off.
That's nice.
I like it. I like it. I like them speed strips. Bark at the moon. We know whose that is. And one more from him.
I wonder if he's got a holster for it.
Funny you should ask.
I bet he's got a nice one.
You know, you'd think as much as I'm doing this, I'd get better at it by now. Wouldn't you? Look at that.
Nice.
That looks good, yep.
Mm-hmm. Italian walnut grips.
That brass frame just does something for me.
Yeah, they're really nice. Nice contrast.
Y'all hear my dog outside?
Yeah.
G.
Senior
Picker's
Master
out
Sergeant
there.
Bulldog's in the house.
Bulldog, G. Pishner, long time no see. Good to see you out there. What load do you like with the Contender? I'm assuming he's talking to you.
Well, I shoot the same. I shoot most of the. I don't know that I have anything special for the Contender. I shoot whatever's, whatever I got for the Blackhawks or the whatever if I'm hunting with it. Otherwise, it's just whatever cowboy load from the Colts or from the copies.
You were shooting
It
a whole
shoots
lot of
really
different ones today.
It shoots really good. I was shooting a whole bunch. Yeah, I was shooting a whole bunch. I didn't bring anything heavy for the carbine. Yeah, real heavy. There's a couple that were moderately heavy, but 1,200 out of an 18-inch barrel. That's probably 1,000 or so out of a pistol barrel. So that's not a real hot load. Barrel grips. That's pretty.
Yeah, this is third generation black powder frame 45 Long Colt.
4.5. Yep.
And in some of my research, that's what got us the 45 Long Colt to begin with, is the attempt at transforming from percussion cap and ball to a metallic cartridge. And the 45 Colt was the result, because they still wanted to use that frame and barrel that was already there.
Well, they didn't have the push button slide out cylinder pin thing for the black powder. They had a screw in the front.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, just the black powder just seizes everything up, and that intricate little springs and pins, and that would be heck with the black powder.
Edward Petty got quite the collection, does he not?
He does.
And we got Justin Lowe. Are you kidding me, Justin? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit this thing. Yeah, we are. This is not a 45 Colt, but it's a 45 caliber. There we go. This is ultimately cool. If bigger is better, there you go.
BFR, or is it a Seville?
It's a BFR.
4570. Biggest, finest revolver.
Thanks for cleaning that up.
Uh-huh.
All right. Think that's got us up to date for the time being. Let's see.
Y'all pardon me for jumping at my cell phone. My middle daughter's big pregnant, and every time the phone rings, I jump. Am I gonna be in the grandpa again? So sorry.
I got another picture, y'all. Too much enough. Okay, where am I at? What am I doing here? There's a whole wall of them suckers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's a Vaquero, right?
Oh, that's mine. Yeah. Okay.
Vaquero.
They're not all 45 Colts. So,
Two black
from
balls.
from left, if you go up, that's a Vaquero, a single six, a Black Hawk, a Vaquero, and then switch right, and that's a Vaquero. And sorry, the Smith and Wesson poked his way in there. That's model 19. And then that's a Colt 22 on the bottom and a Ruger Wrangler on the very bottom. And I ain't even shown the rifle yet. So, but that's my single action stuff.
There you
Maybe
go.
you can find a Remington there, Jamie. We haven't seen a Remington yet.
You know, I've been thinking about buying a Repro one of those.
Here's
Speaking of
another
Robert Duvall, who we lost last week, I always liked the revolver with a little bit of heft. You know.
Well, he had a in Lonesome Dove there.
Open
He
range.
had,
He had a Walker. Yeah, he had a Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walker.
Yeah, and he shot a shot glass out of here with it.
Yeah.
And open range, he had a Remington.
Okay, let me see what this is.
I haven't seen open range in a while.
I just cringed that movie when he was using it like a hammer and tacking that wanted poster up on the thing.
Okay, this one is from Lever Guns 50 again. That's a Vaquero, new model, with buffalo horn grips.
I like those.
Real buffalo horn. Let me see if I can blow up on the grip part.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I got
Jet
those
black.
on one of mine. I like them. Kind of afraid to shoot them all the time, but I like them.
Oh, he got a Hamilton Bowen style lanyard ring on the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank y'all for sharing your stuff, guys. There's William Curtis Chapin.
Oh yeah, Timothy. Great Western was a real popular one with the movies.
I have a Pieta Great Western, 1873 clone. Might know it was a company.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, as far as the cartridge is concerned, after talking to CW about shooting deer with a pistol with an M45 Colt, I wouldn't be too worried in black bear country carrying one. And grizzly country, I still contend that you better save one shot for yourself when you're carrying a pistol.
That one on the wall over there fell to a 45 Colt.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't complain one bit.
All the pistols on tonight's show. No, Thor, that's not happening. It's not happening, Dave.
Okay. CW, they won't let me open some of your attachments because I need access. Good try though, Dave. We appreciate that, man.
Jamie, ain't there a verse in the Old Testament said on something day God created a 45 Colt? And never looked back.
Let me see what I got here from CW. Yeah, we looked at those. No, we ain't looked at that one, I don't think. No, we ain't. I can't find a Remington.
I know I sent you a couple of them.
He's having trouble opening them, CW.
Oh,
The email you sent with a big long string of pictures.
yeah.
I opened those that I showed, and the rest of them wouldn't let me open them. He said I need access to your drive. Request access. I'm like, I ain't doing no such thing. I don't want to get in his business.
Ain't you got to be married to do that?
Not anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Every one of them. You need access. Request access or switch to an account with access. Dag nabbit.
I'll tell y'all all in the side chat while they're searching, when Jamie and CW and Uncle Bob and everybody, Gene and everyone came here to shoot, we all huddled down in the reloading room, in the gun room, in the man cave. And I wasn't feeling well, and I was trying to cook supper for everybody. And my wife came in and kind of took over. But I went upstairs, and she said, where they at? I said, they're all down in the gun room. And she said, you must trust them boys a whole lot. And I went, I do. Everything was here when they left. So,
Oh my goodness.
oh, Lord, CW, they're beautiful.
There's a nickel one on top and there's a blue one on the bottom.
The blue one's what I want. I really want one of those. They
What's
shoot
the color?
good.
Yeah, they do. They shoot real good.
Do they have a little bit of heft?
Yeah, they're hog's leg. Yeah.
That web was left over from the black powder days, wasn't it?
Yep.
Kind of yeah. That's so cool.
Got a video on that one.
That's just a
Yeah,
pimp gun.
I'm working on that one. I'll
That's
get
a
you
pimp.
better.
That's a pimp gun right there, buddy.
There's the nickel one with a U.S. patent firearms target model.
That's pretty.
Look at that big old front side on that thing.
It's a flat top target model.
That's pretty.
Check this out. What do you know about that one?
That's a Bowen custom.
Old Hamp. Oh,
Big
goodness.
one.
Well, that's some fancy lumber on that.
Yeah.
So look at that. Beautiful.
That vibrant color case hardening is.
That's a barbecue gun.
You don't shoot it.
Nope. I just show it off.
I don't blame you. Anything that Hamp Bowen made, you ought to show off.
That's a beauty. That probably takes the cake for the night right there.
how'd you get away with him not turning that into a 4-shot 475 line barrel? Hamp loves them big cartridges. Lord, he does. That is beautiful. Take that down, Jamie. I'm getting aroused. Lord, that's a pretty good.
That one kind of steals the show for the night, doesn't it?
Well, Hamp ain't too far from you, is he, CW?
I forgot where he is.
Pennsylvania, I think.
No, I thought he was out west.
No, I thought he was East Coast. Well, he used to be, anyway. But
here we go.
He's a hell of a
I got
gunsmith.
one more I want to show you, and then I got two more I want to show you, and then it'll be close to time for our first of the week.
Jamie, while you're getting those ready, I'm gonna go ahead and bow out so I can be getting my stuff ready.
Well, man, I'm glad you showed up.
Yeah, it's good to be back. So
Absolutely.
we got to show number 50. My 50th live stream is next Friday, the 27th. And we're having an entire show of giving prizes away. We got 29 prizes to give away next Friday night. So y'all come over at 10 p.m. Eastern and check out Let's Talk Pinterest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And also, I put a link earlier in the side chat. I started a new channel that's called Kentucky Rimfire and Air Guns, so I could separate the air guns from the 22 content and kind of be fair to my 22 followers. So if you've got an interest in air guns, come over and check me out. There'll be more coming there. I got some new pieces coming to put up on that channel as well. And thanks for having me tonight. I enjoyed being here, and I sure like looking at these old revolvers, but like Six was saying earlier, that would cut into my 22 buying.
Well, I'm glad you could make it. Good seeing you. We did miss you.
Yep.
We appreciate you, brother.
All right. We'll see y'all. Have a blessed night.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Same,
Thanks,
bud.
Ed.
There's Ozzy's cowboy rig. Made him a nice belt. Look at that. Ooh, buddy.
Mm.
And then I want to show y'all one that I thought would win the night. This is a great picture. But that one CW was showing off probably beats this one by just a little bit. Maybe. How you like that?
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that wood. That's a Turnbull restored Colt single action army revolver from 1884.
Mm. Mm.
Look at that thing. But that thing ain't got nothing on that one that CW was showing off.
Yeah, and nobody owns that, do they? Except Turnbull.
You could probably buy that.
Oh, yeah. No, probably couldn't.
Well, I mean, you know, if
Yeah.
money was not an object.
Right.
Ain't that bullet bourbon over there?
Yep, sure is.
That makes some of my friends awful happy.
That's what drove the pioneers west.
What drove the Pioneer's wife's crazy.
Yeah, right.
All right, so there you go. That's our 45 Colt stuff for tonight.
We ain't got no 45 Colt fans here. No way.
No, not at all.
Wait a minute. We might have one more. No, I ain't doing it, Bulldog. I ain't going to do it. It's Bulldog. I got to.
Don't tell me he's got a judge.
There you go. And the personal defense 410s too is what I'm talking about.
Oh, Lord.
That's trouble waiting to happen.
Boy,
Yeah, it is.
California won't let us have a judge. They say it's a short barrel shotgun.
It's got rifling in it. It's got rifling in it.
I know it.
So does Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let me make sure we got them all.
Well, we saw some good ones.
I didn't come close to getting all the CWs, just so you know.
There's another U.S. patent firearms. They're made right in the Colt factory.
CW, I'm coming up at Connecticut. I'm raiding your house. That's beautiful. What gen is that? That first gen?
It's a first gen. First
Man.
gen copy. Yeah.
There are some benefits to living in Connecticut.
But you're close. You're close to the factory. That's a cutie, but it's not a 45. It's a 32.
As it should be. That's a gambler's pistol right there.
Those little bird's heads are a lot of fun. It's a 327, but it's a 32.
Yeah. That 327 is a no joke little booger.
I got a pair of them consecutive.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Those are nice.
Now I know why you never made no money working at a gun shop.
There's another 327 Bisley,
That's beautiful.
5.5. Hey, you take everything home.
That's a hot little round.
Bulldog says with classic Packmeyer grips. I just had to send it. Yeah.
How about a little one, the 327?
I like that one.
Yeah, nice little boot gun right there, isn't it?
Teeny weeny.
I bet that thing's loud too.
Yeah, it is.
You know it is.
Mm.
Stag grip.
That's the one you tap when you got it in the shoulder holster and look at him and say, "Why, Billy, are we cross?" If we weren't friends anymore, I don't think I could bear it.
We were discussing earlier in the week the value of Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday.
Well, just like we lost Robert Duvall, Val Kilmer was a fantastic actor, and
Agreed.
I don't think you could have. I mean, Kevin Costner's iconic Western actor, but he came out with Wyatt Earp at the same time Tombstone did, and Wyatt Earp did not do near as well. And who did they cast as Doc Holliday? He lost like 90 pounds for the part. He's a character actor, and he played a pretty good Doc Holliday, but not like Val Kilmer did.
Oh, Val Kilmer made even Burt Lancaster. Remember Gunfight at the OK Corral with
Oh yeah.
Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas looked like he's going the other direction compared to Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There's the Scotsman. What's going on, bud?
Well, that's just like Hollywood actors. They said Sammy Davis Jr. and Jerry Lewis were the fastest draws in Hollywood. But when they did the Magnificent Seven, Yul Brynner demanded that Steve McQueen didn't draw in the same clip he did because Steve McQueen was so fast.
There's Mike McClune. Scotsman joined us. Kyle's up in
he had to go to
Illinois
funeral.
or Indiana.
Yeah, he had to go to a family funeral, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are so quick over there. I can't keep up. There's Garage Guy just popping in. Garage Guy missed all of the cool 45 Colt stuff. So good to see Garage Guy out there. About time for, well, it is time for the verse of the week. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, sure.
You bet.
Lay it on us.
I'm not as prepared as I want to be. I got this guy that keeps coming in my shop all the time when I'm working on my Bible studies, and he's my boss and a good Christian guy, but he's got this thing about working 8 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Dadgummit.
No, I love Matt. He's a good guy. I wish y'all could meet him. Woo! Garage Guy just got home from a dinner date. Woo! All right. Congrats, bud. Good to get out every once in a while, ain't it?
I wonder if his wife knows.
Okay, we're going to go to Psalms chapter 1. It says, the way of the righteous and the end of the ungodly. And I thought we'd try to cover the first 2 verses tonight, if y'all can stand it. It says, blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. Let me read John MacArthur's note there. He's got a note over the whole chapter, but we'll we'll skip over that. 1 blessed. From the perspective of the individual, this is a deep seated joy and contentment in God. From the perspective of the believing community, it, uh, excuse me, let me start over. From the perspective of the individual, this is a deep seated joy and contentment in God. From the perspective of the believing community, it refers to redemptive favor or the blessings and the cursings of Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 11 through chapter 28, verse 6. And check out this progression. You'll see, blessed is the man who walks not, who nor stands nor sits. We have the beatitude man of referred to in Matthew 5 verses 3 through 11 is first described as one who avoids such associations as these which exemplify sin's sequential downward spiral. Notice you walk not, nor stand nor you walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. In other words, you're not going to do what ungodly people are telling you to do, nor stands in the path of the sinner, nor sits at the seat of the scornful. These things get progressively worse. All right. For individuals, those of us who have joy and are content in faith, are content in, and I can't read my own handwriting, are content in and with our relationship with God, are indeed blessed. God is our all in all, the focus of our lives. Joy and contentment are a blessing. Think about it. Notice, walks not. We have this warning to take care of our relationships with others. Balance the Great Commission with our relationships with people who are living ungodly lives. The believer can get dragged down into that lifestyle very easily. Some scholars say that this describes a progression away from God into sin and could end in total apostasy from God. So as we start doing these things, that they get progressively worse, and if we're not careful, we won't even notice. And what I mean by balance of the Great Commission with our relationship with people who are living ungodly lives, we cannot minister to people or hope to lead somebody to belief in the Lord if we're not with them, if we don't have a relationship with them. That's why Jesus told us in the Great Commission, go and be my representative and be my witness to the uttermost parts of the world, in Jerusalem and Samaria, and then baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, we've got to balance doing that with allowing ourselves to get dragged down into the lifestyle that's often lived by ungodly people. Am I making any sense?
Yes,
Because I feel like I'm stumbling all over myself.
you're actually making sense, Jamie.
Okay. All right. David Guzik there says the Hebrew word Esher, I know I ain't pronouncing that right, is here translated blessed, which has the idea of happiness or contentment. Root word means to be straight or to be right. The blessed is the man speaks of the happiness, the blessedness, the contentment in life of the man or woman who is right or straight with God. Right, the righteous man will be a blessed man, a happy man. he points out here that it's not blessed is the king. Oh, this is Spurgeon. It is not blessed is the king, blessed is the scholar, blessed is the rich, but blessed is the man. This blessedness is attainable for the poor, the forgotten, and the obscure, as by those whose names figure in history and are trumpeted by fame. That's Charles Spurgeon. And he goes into the walk not, stand not, nor sits. The blessed man does not do certain things. There is a way he will not walk, a path he will not stand in, and a seat he will not sit in. We can say these speak of thinking, behaving, and belonging. The righteous man and the ungodly man are different in how they think, how they behave, and to whom they belong. Again, the progression of sin there by Clark. Verse 2 there. Let's look at verse 2. But his delight in the law of the Lord. His delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. John MacArthur there says that switching to a positive description, the spiritually happy man is characterized by the consistent contemplation and internalization of God's word for ethical direction and obedience. So, great words from MacArthur there. God, the creator of the universe, gives us his word, and there's two meanings for word. For moral direction and a blueprint for a life well lived. He deserves our obedience, our worship, and our praise because he is God and we are not. God, I think God wants us, he wants a relationship with us. He wants us to worship him. He wants us to pray. He wants us to get to know him better, and he wants to get to know us. Well, he knows everything about us, but if you want to get to know somebody, you got to spend time with them. And that's one of the reasons why on this panel and you guys in the side chat, y'all feel like we know each other because we've spent time together and we've got to know each other better. And it's the same thing that God wants with us and from us, I believe. David Guzik there says his delight is in the law of the Lord. Throughout Psalms, the phrase law of the Lord is used to describe God's entire word, not only the law portion of the first 5 books of the Bible. The righteous man is delighted with the word of God. What makes you happy? What gets you excited? This is a good way to see what's important to you. If personal pleasure is the only thing that makes you happy, then you are a selfish, self-centered person. If being with your family or friends delights you, that can be better, but it still falls short. The righteous man finds delight in the law of the Lord. Martin Luther said that he could not live in paradise without the word of God, but he could live well enough in hell with it. Oh, that's a powerful statement. Spurgeon there says, man must have some delight, some supreme pleasure. His heart was never meant to be a vacuum. If not filled with the best things, it will be filled with the unworthy and the disappointing. That's Charles Spurgeon. And we'll leave y'all with that. The righteous man ponders the word of God. He does not just hear it and forget it. He thinks about it. Christians should meditate on God's word. Questions or comments?
Nope. 2 different verses with actually each of those verses has its own message. You know, the first verse, is saying, hey, here's what you don't do if you're a godly person. You don't hang out with sinners. You don't stand with them. You don't sit next to them. Here's what here's how, and then in the second verse is, here's how you can tell if you're a godly man. Yeah. And so kind of two different messages, but still related. I like that one about I couldn't live in paradise without the laws of God, but I could still live reasonably well in hell with them. That's a lot of strength in that one.
Yeah. Who was that said that?
Martin Luther King. What you said?
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther. I think the original Martin Luther is who said that.
He lived in the 1500s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to research that a little bit more, find out when and where that was said. That's a good one good to hang on to.
Yeah, Martin Luther said that he could not live in paradise without the word of God, but he could live well enough in hell with it. Yeah, that's a powerful statement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure the word of God's going to be in hell, though.
It would be if you carried it there with you. But, you don't want to think too hard about how you would get there carrying the word of God, That part didn't quite fit, but I don't think that's what he meant. I think he meant that that's the strength of God's laws.
Yeah, Psalm chapter 1's only 6 verses, so we'll wind this up in a couple of more weeks, I'm sure. But yeah, there's treasures in God's word, and we should all. I try to have a quiet time every day, but I think I'm as guilty as anybody else as far as not actually meditating on God's word. Dang, Ozzy. I just finished my verse of the week, and you're going to make me put that up, aren't you? There's Chad Kelly.
Yeah,
There you go.
Scotsman was trying to. Yeah, there you go. Scotsman was toting his 44 Magnum crap, and that's Ozzy's comment to it. I agree with him. Or at least punks in Hollywood. I don't know about around the world, but
yeah, there was a time that 44 Magnum was the hottest thing going, and it was
that was the most returned pistol on the face of the earth. The Smith & Wesson Model 29. Everybody wanted one, and they shot it, and they said nope. Yeah, and they brought it back and traded it in.
Not me. I wanted one, got one, shot it, and said, I got to get me a mold for this and cast my own bullets. I'm going to be shooting too much of this daggum thing.
Well, I know we're talking about 45 Colt tonight, but 44 Magnum is incredibly versatile. I mean, it really is. Just like the 45 Colt, you can download it, upload it, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be hard put to choose between, if I could only have one or the other of those two, I'm not sure 100%
Well,
which one it might be, but
Jelly Bryce said the greatest combat round ever was the 44 special, and his he taught the FBI how to shoot. He had a black cat carved on one side of the handle and a 13 on the other, and that was bad luck for his people he was shooting at, not for him. And he shot a 44 hand ejector. And God, would I love to have one of those in good shape, you know?
Yeah, that's before Smith and Wesson started putting model numbers on them, wasn't it?
Yep.
Those are old.
Yeah, the only manufacturer of 44 special right now is Charter Arms, and their quality is hit or miss.
Ruger's got one.
Yeah, it's just hit or miss. I've sent back several because they had timing issues, and I'm not going there personally.
Ruger ran one for lip season, 44 special. Bisley, I've got it.
Jamie's got a Blackhawk in 44 special that I'd knock him over if I didn't love him so much, I'd knock him over the head for it. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? Pap,
Mine's a flat top, and Walter's is a Bisley.
Right.
I don't shoot the Bisleys as well. That grip's not good for mammoth hands like mine.
Right. And I'm the guy with the small hands, and
that's perfect for small hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shoot them better than the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I don't have gunfighter hands. I've got plow hands. So
hence the plow handle Ruger.
Exactly. I got to tell you guys, I had this is all subject, but I had a tweaker come in my shop last week, and the poor guy was high as a kite, and one whole nostril was eat up. He had sores all over the left side of his face.
Oh.
And he looked at me and just spazily, just, if that's a word, I mean, where's the 9mm? I said, ammo? He said, yeah. I said, up there on that middle shelf. Well, Trent was trying to tell him where it was at. His head looked like a video game. I mean, it was going back and forth like this. He finally found it, saw what the price of it was. And I was all set to say, I'm not going to sell this to you because you're effed up. And he said, okay, I'm going to go get the money. And he charged out. It just as fast as he could go. And went up into the trailer park. And next thing I know, he's walking up the road at about 38 miles an hour. I was like, dude, you're using up all your juice. You're only in your 20s and you're using up everything you got. We saw him walking down the road today. I told Trent, I said, if he comes in here today, I said, I'm just going to politely ask him to leave. And Trent said, what if you don't leave? I said, then I'm going to unpolitely ask him to leave. And he's messed up. And we get that from time to time. It's a shame. I pray for those people, but I have no mercy for them when it comes to coming in my gun shop. It's unfortunate, but as most of you guys know, I'm out in the country, and that's what happens.
Okay, we need to start going through the room and clear the deck for Chad and them over at Kentucky Rimfire. Walter, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll be quick. We got kind of the same standard fare coming up on my channel next week with the Moldy Monday over on Rumble, and we got Wad Cutter Wednesday on both channels, and we got a Free the Few Friday on both channels, and we got Saturday shots on YouTube only. So that's what we got coming up on video, and I'm out of here for the week. I think I'll be back by next Friday, but I'm not sure. I might not get back in time, but that's what we got going on here. My old range is opening back up. The one that's been shut down for a year, so they're going to open up this week, but I won't be there for the grand opening, but that's all right. Anyway, that's what I got happening. Glad to be here as always. Thank you so much for the invitation. Good to see all our good friends over here in the side chat. It's like one big family. I'm telling you, it's good to be here on Friday nights. That's it for me.
I'm excited for your trip, buddy. I really am.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right. 6, you want to go next?
Yeah. Make sure you take some videos and stuff while you're there. I want to see some of it. We're gonna go practice cowboy shooting in the morning. I got another video on the press, the mech press in the morning too, coming up, setting all the dies. And then Wide Cutter Wednesday. Got another RWS pellet coming up. So it was a pretty good one. And that's about it for us right now. But you, Rebel?
I need to go ice pack these knees, and this chair killing me, and nothing much to really say. The groundhog shoot's coming up, the fourth annual groundhog shoot, and I'll be posting stuff on the Instagram about that, maybe Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at just look up Mike Hester and it'll come up. And that's HESTER. That's a long standing shoot I want to keep alive. This is the 44th annual. So generally every 5th year, we throw a whammy on them. So next year, I don't know. I might have surprises for some guys. It's a precision shoot. We have a factory class and a custom class. And I don't know that I've shared videos here, but I'll send Jamie stuff. They can kind of showcase it a little bit. But we have people come from all over Western North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, generally have 150 participants. It's a big deal. I got a food truck coming, and it's something to watch. You know, a guy pulls up in a $5,000 beat up Ford truck, and then you say, oh, that truck's worth about $5,000, and he starts unloading rifles, and he went, well, the truck was worth actually $25,000 until he took the rifles out of it, you know. But it's a lot of fun, and it's really neat. I'm calling the match. I don't have a lot of time to really make video or whatever. I've got little shorts of the firing line and pictures of the prize table, and I'm sending out begging emails right now. I've got Hodgkin is committed, RCBS, same company is committed. They've committed $1,000. Wook Stocks, several other people, Henry, always send a little swag, you know, nothing too expensive. We pay out cash prizes, but I'd like to have really honking grand prize. We'll just have to see what we come up with. But anyway, that's it for me, baby dad.
Well, I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, I'm still trying to get well. I got a few little things in the work, little things I've been working on. May get some videos done of them. But other than that, not a whole lot to say. Enjoyed being here tonight. Enjoyed listening to all this 6-gun talk. One of these days I'll get me one. Other than that, I had a good time. Thanks for enjoyed the verse of the night. It's always one of my favorite passages. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Oh, always. Thanks for having me. CW.
Well, I've got a number of videos coming up this coming week. I slipped one in this morning, that 45 Colt video. That's a barrel that I just got, but there'll be more on that coming probably in March. I'm trying to think where my videos are now. I'm into March. I got to shoot by 308, and that did really well. I was really had a good time with that. I got a couple of those videos up and posted, and I just secured another barrel I've been waiting for a while. So I'm going to leave you hanging with that one because that one's going to be a fun project. And we had a good chat tonight. Really popular topic. We knew it would be. Why it's just one caliber and not other ones. But yeah, 45 Colts near and dear to, as you can see, a lot of our hearts. So it's a popular one for good reason. Thanks a lot to the side chat. Thanks a lot to all you guys on the channel. Really appreciate you coming on and contributing here. Jamie.
This right here is a link to the video that CW was referring to if y'all want to go watch that afterwards. Also, thanks to Tread for putting our channel addresses up there. Edward Petty left a link for y'all also, and hopefully y'all can save those links somehow on YouTube. Anyway, guys, let's leave you with this. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. We thank all y'all for watching tonight and joining us. I thank all you guys on the panel for helping us do what we do. Other than that, we hope the Lord blesses y'all real good. And if he's willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
God
Good
bless.
night, everybody.
Y'all.